All this week, we are profiling extraordinary people here in Connecticut. We begin our new series, Someone You Should Know, with the story of two young Connecticut women who have been defying the odds since the day they were born. On a golden fall afternoon, not far from the banks of the Housatonic River in New Milford, sisters Carmen and Lupita Andrade Solis are out with their dog Toby, checking on the birds in their backyard. There are chickens and ducks to feed, and eggs to gather. The two do everything together and will for the rest of their lives. Carmen and Lupita are conjoined twins, one of fewer than 10 sets living in the world today.
Come on. We're two peas in a pod.
Their story begins in Veracruz, Mexico, where Carmen and Lupita were born 19 years ago. Their mother, Norma, knew early on she was carrying twins, but during a routine ultrasound at 5 months along, the doctor grew very quiet.
Is something wrong, doctor? And he said, you had twins, but you have conjoined twins.
She didn't believe it at first, so she found like a second and third opinion, and then they confirmed that we were conjoined.
Defying the odds, Norma carried the girls to term, but soon after they were born, doctors knew the babies were in trouble.
They didn't think we were actually going to make it, so they wanted us to have like last rites.
Surgery to separate them was not an option, and Lupita was very sick, so their mother turned to the organization Healing the Children for help. The family came to Connecticut seeking American expertise, and again, surgery was ruled out.
Their prognosis was if we did get separated, we'd either have to be in the ICU for the rest of our lives, or we wouldn't make it through the surgery.
The twins share too many vital organs.
We have 2 separate hearts, 2 separate sets of lungs. Our backs, we have 2 separate backs, but it connects into 1 spinal cord. What else?
We share reproductive system, digestive system, bloodstream.
They had to learn to live the way they were born. One of the biggest challenges early on was figuring out how to walk.
I control my right leg, she controls her left leg, and basically everything is split down the middle for feeling.
Being top-heavy, and with each twin separately moving her own leg, they had to find the right rhythm.
We started walking at around 4 to 5 years old.
We would be in a stroller or wheelchair,
so we don't get too tired.
They had a much easier time walking on their hands. It took years of physical therapy to master walking on their own 2 feet. Is it automatic for you now?
We don't think about it anymore.
You don't?
No, it's now instinct.
So beautiful.
Every move, every decision they make requires agreement, but they are still 2 different people with distinct personalities.
She has a lot of compassion for people. She doesn't talk much, so that's also sometimes a good thing.
She's pretty smart. She helps me a lot in school and stuff. She helped me to learn how to read.
Carmen is strong. Carmen is very strong, sometimes it's very tough. Lupita is quiet, but when she have one answer, it's the correct answer.
What happens when you two have disagreements? How are they resolved?
Kind of walk away from each other, we just can't take it. But we haven't really fought since we were 5. We had to learn how to get along pretty quickly, or else we'd get nothing done.
And together, they've done remarkable things, approaching life with a clear acceptance of who they are.
We're not special needs. We're not disabled. We're not one person with 2 heads. We're 2 different individuals that just happen to share a body.
And Coming up on Eyewitness News at 5:30, we will see how the twins live their daily lives, everything from college classes to handling rude questions. And they are learning to drive. Yes, they can do that too.